NBA 2K26 is only 25 days away, and we have some new information regarding the new MyPlayer Builder, gameplay, and more. So leave a like and subscribe for the most up-to-date NBA 2K26 news. Mike Wang just said, in 2K26, you can do misdirection behind the backs, crosses, tweens, and hezzies by starting a standing behind the back, cross, tween, or hezzy, respectively, and then immediately holding turbo and throwing the right stick in the opposite direction before the first bounce. So it's confirmed that the misdirection behind the backs are coming back to 2K26, and there's some more additions to it. You can combo out of it more, and it's more improved. Now, this is very important for all my dribblers out there, all my point guards, because, dude, in 2K23, the misdirections were amazing. You could speed boost out of them. You could get a quick first step out of them, and basically, it's just a good, move to set up your defender with. But anyways, this is big news, and it sounds great. Hopefully we can just get a quick first step out of any of these moves from the misdirection. Up until last night, we knew absolutely nothing about the new MyPlayer Builder, but we have some more information on it. Now, if you don't know who Zach Timmerman is, he's basically the creator of the builder. He makes the builder, the badges, basically how the builder works. He tweeted out, "Throw me some archetype names you'd like to see in NBA 2K26. Now, the first thing I noticed is he said archetype names instead of build names. I don't know. Are archetypes coming back? Maybe from 2K19? I don't know. Is the builder going to be completely different? Maybe he's just referring to the archetypes as builds. I don't know." And then he followed up saying, "If you have a name to suggest, make sure you let me know which skills that player has, and I'll try to get it in." Now, Power DF responded saying, "I've been waiting for years to use the name Stretch Cleaner." And Zach Timmerman responded saying, "Already in." And Power responded, "Which one?" And he said, "Stretch Cleaner." Basically a spot up big who cleans the glass defensively. So guys, it is confirmed. The build name Stretch Cleaner is officially a build name or an archetype name in 2K26. And you really never know. Zach could be watching this video right now. So comment down below some cool build names and the attributes that would go along with it. Yo, that's EJ said point fading wizard, and Zach replied, "Done." For those who are wondering, this is basically just another way of saying a playmaking shot creator, and I'm all for it. We've had the same boring build names for like a couple years now, and it's cool to spice it up and see some really cool build names. One of one Khalid said ISO glass gunner, and Zach responded with, "So that's ISO ball handling, rebounding, and shooting." Now, I'm just hoping that these build names are for the custom MyPlayer Builder and not just Pro Toon builds. In case you don't know, there's some pretty cool build names in 2K25, like the 3-point Titan, which is a 7'3" stretch that can shoot very well. There's a build called an Alien that's supposed to mimic Victor Wembanyama, but the thing is, these builds have terrible attributes and are not good at all in any sort of competitive scene. Again, I'm hoping we do actually get these cool build names, but for our own custom builds. Speaking of the builder, 2K is revealing the official NBA 2K26 MyPlayer Builder this week. We're going to see exactly how it looks, the new badges, and more. Y'all comment down below, what do you guys want to see for the new builder in 2K26? Now, on the official roadmap, it says it's on the week of August 4th, and obviously August 4th is today, so we're not going to get any news today. We most likely won't get any news until tomorrow or probably Wednesday. Last week, they released the official gameplay trailer and the courtside report on Thursday, so you could assume they would drop the MyPlayer Builder on Thursday, but however, Madden is coming out on that day, and I don't think 2K will want to compete with them. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I feel like they want all the attention and all the eyes on this MyPlayer Builder reveal, so my guess is probably Wednesday. A lot of people only hear about the 2K news from YouTube or Twitter, but Mike Wang has actually dropped some really good info regarding rhythm shooting on Reddit a couple days ago. Someone made a Reddit post and asked, "So is it going to be green or miss or not?" And Mike Wang replied, "For rhythm shooting, it's green or miss based on tempo only. If you green tempo, you'll make the shot. If you don't, you miss." Excellent timing makes greening the tempo easier, but even if you green the timing and miss the tempo, you'll miss. Tempo is not a timing point like it was in 2K25. In 2K26, we're measuring the speed that you move the right stick. The ideal speed of the throw is unique to each jump shot and what you have to perfect to be good at rhythm shooting this year. It's hard to explain, but makes more sense once you get in the lab and get some shots up. So this sounds pretty complicated. Mike Wang even just said it sounds complicated, but it's going to be a lot easier, once you get your hands on the game. It sounds like for rhythm shooting, you just have more control over your shot, to sum it up. So it's all based on your tempo. So depending on how fast you flick the right stick down, that's how fast you have to flick it back up. Vice versa. If you want to start with a slow jump shot, if you could bring the right stick down slowly, but your tempo has to be spot on and you have to flick the right stick up back slow, just like how you brought the right stick down slowly, if that makes sense. Now, Mike Wang already confirmed that neither rhythm shooting or button shooting has a green window advantage. However, it seems that rhythm shooting could be more beneficial in certain situations. He already said that with rhythm shooting, you'll be able to get your shot off as fast or as slow as you want. So if someone is closing out on you, you'll be able to flick the right stick up faster and just get your shot off faster compared to if you were using the button. Now, I may eventually try rhythm shooting, but for the first week or two, I'm probably just going to stick with the button to keep it simple. And if I see that, rhythm shooting is really OP, I'm probably going to switch over to it. Someone on Reddit made a very detailed post, and this is relevant because Mike Wang ended up responding to this. Now, the original guy said, "I'm excited of the fact that RNG is out of the game, but it also worries me a little bit. If everyone goes out and shoots 70% from 3, unique playstyles will go to the ground, and it will become a 3-point simulator. I think the green window needs to be small. I still believe a 63-point rating should still be able to hit threes for a skill gap, but it has to be almost impossible for the casual player. I believe the top tier shooter should be able to light it up from 3, but it can't be everyone. Desired 3-point tier, 70%, the elite of the elite, 60%, the very good shooters, 50% above average, 40% average, and so on. If everyone can go 10 for 10 from 3, then everyone will play the same, making shooting possible for everyone, even people with a 53-pointer, but make the green window very small." Now, the reason I'm reading this is because Mike Wang read this and replied and said, "I'm still fine-tuning, but shooting is in a very good place." Now, this is going to be very interesting to see how Mike Wang makes his changes coming from 2K25 to 2K26. Obviously RNG is out the game, but I wonder how OP shooting is going to be with a 99 3 ball. Are you going to be able to shoot from deep consistently this year? You couldn't do it in 2K25 from the logo, even if you have legend limitless range, etc. Like, there's got to be a reason to go 99 3-point shot in 2K26. In 2K25, there really wasn't. Now, I agree with that guy to a certain extent, what he said on Reddit, but I do think if you're wide open, you have a 99 3 ball, your green window should be pretty big. And also, I do agree, we would see a huge diversity in builds if skilled players can shoot consistently, with like a 60 or a 65 3-point shooter. Now, when I say consistent, I don't mean 90%. I mean a solid percent, around like 50 to 60% if they're good shooters. Now, I do think the green window for those lower 3-point rating builds should be very small. And if you can shoot with that, that creates a huge skill gap. I know a lot of people have different opinions on this, so y'all let me know down below in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this? I saw a pretty cool visual concept of the green window in older 2Ks compared to 2K26, and this has me excited. Again, if you didn't see, Mike Wang did confirm that RNG is gone in 2K26, and 2K26 will have the purest green window we've ever had in any 2K. I really do hope this is true, but I have some doubts. Now, the reason I do is because I did see another Reddit post by Mike Wang claiming that RNG wasn't as bad as we're making it out to be for 2K25. He said, "To be clear, in 2K25, there was a pure green window on high risk reward, but a very small one." Now, if Mike Wang is telling the truth, it wasn't until way later on in the year, and it was only for people who decided to rhythm shoot. There's absolutely no way that there was a small pure green window with high risk with using the button on 2K25. 2K Labs even tested this at the beginning of the year, and they proved that there was not a pure green window. Now, I feel like Mike Wang could be telling the truth, but it's basically like a half truth. This guy tweeted Mike Wang and said, "Please let me equip this animation and be able to do it on command for NBA 2K26. Now, what he's doing is the fake pass layup animation, the signature Rondo move. And Mike Wang quoted his tweet and said, "You'll want to equip Jason Williams Euro 75 plus driving layup, and you have to be shorter than 6'5". Now, this is just extra information for y'all in case you guys do want to put this layup animation on when 2K26 drops. It's not really a big deal. This animation isn't like real life. It doesn't fake you out in the game, but it is confirmed. You got to have a 75 driving layup, and you got to be 6'4" or shorter to equip this Jason Williams layup package. This guy asked Mike Wang, "Do you think the green mechanic for rebounds is going to pertain to putback dunks too?" Mike Wang responded saying there's a timing element to putback dunks, but they're not directly impacted by the new rebound timing meter. Now, I get where that guy is coming from because technically a putback is a rebound, but I think it's going to be basically the same as 2K25 and all the older games. You guys know, for all my slashers out there, y'all know when to, tap the button or tap square, tap X when you're going for a putback dunk. So honestly, there's not going to be much change at all. Now, this isn't the biggest piece of information, but I think a lot of you may appreciate this. Look at the lighting compared from 2K25 to 2K26. It's way brighter, it's way more vibrant, and you can see the lights actually beaming off the floor. You guys can see it reflecting off of the floor. Now, this kind of gives me 2K14 vibes on PS4. It doesn't look quite as good, you know, the lighting, but it still looks way better than the previous years. But guys, this is all the news we have as of right now for NBA 2K26. Again, expect the MyPlayer Builder information to be released tomorrow or Wednesday, possibly Thursday, not likely. But if you guys were informed, you learned a lot about NBA 2K26 from this video, just do me a favor, leave a like and subscribe. It's free to do so. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.